Earthen bunds. Objectives. After the completion of this module, you will thoroughly understand the following. What are earthen bunds? Benefits of earthen bunds to the farmers. Types of soils in which earthen bunds are constructed. Main parts of earthen bunds. Finding out the percentage of slope using hydro marker. Construction procedure for earthen bunds. Why surplus weir is constructed in earthen bunds. Construction procedure for earthen bunds surplus weir. Precautionary measures for constructing earthen bunds and surplus weir. Introduction. Natural forming of 1-inch layer of fertile soil takes a few hundred years. Whenever rainfall occurs, runoff water carries along with it the detached fertile soil, which results in unproductive cultivable lands. This causes lower yields and loss to the dry land farmers. It is utmost necessary for the farmers to protect the fertile top layer soil in the dry land. Earthen bunds should be constructed across the slope to protect the fertile top layers from erosion and soil moisture. Bunds which are constructed with excavated soil across the slope in the dry lands are called earthen bunds. Benefits of earthen bunds. Now let us know the benefits of earthen bunds. Protect the fertile top soil from erosion in the dry lands. Bunds across the slope will allow the runoff water to infiltrate into the lower layers of the soil and increase the groundwater table levels. The crop yield will increase by 15 to 20% by increasing soil moisture levels and protecting fertile soil from erosion. Suitable location for constructing earthen bunds. Low rainfall areas. Lands with a slope of 2 to 6% are more suitable for constructing earthen bunds. Red clay soils and mixed soils are suitable for constructing earthen bunds. Main parts of earthen bunds. Let us know the main parts of earthen bunds. Barrow pit. A pit so dug out across the slope to provide soil for the earthen bund is called a barrow pit. This barrow pit would help to preserve the water, reduce the velocity of the water flow, and protect the fertile top soil from erosion. Tandu. It is the solid leftover portion after excavation. Berm. It is the space between toe of the bund and upper edge of the barrow pit. Earthen bund. It is a bund constructed with the soil excavated from a barrow pit with specific dimensions of top width, bottom width and side slope. Surplus weir. An outlet which is constructed at suitable location in the earthen bund for safe disposal of excess water. How earthen bund works. When it rains, water flows from upland to low-lying areas. The rainwater first reaches the barrow pit that is constructed across the slope. The fertile top layer soil comes along with the rainwater reaches the barrow pit. Rainwater thus flows towards lowest slope and separation mounds prevents accumulation of water at one place and work as a barrier to the water pressure so that the earthen bund will not breach. Excess water comes to the earthen bund, then surplus weir discharges water. The surplus weir is constructed across the natural stream of the field. Tools and implements used for construction of earthen bunds. Following are used for marking earthen bunds. Tools: hydro marker, carpenter level, lime powder, 30-meter tape, thread, wooden poles. Implements: crowbars, spades, cane baskets, wooden maces, wooden template, rammer. Hydro marker. A tool used to measure land slope is called hydro marker. Materials required for making a hydro marker: 2 wooden plates with a length of 5 feet, 1.5 meters, width of 3 inches, 0.075 meters, and a thickness of 3 by 4 inch. Thin water pipe used by masons. Gum tape for pasting, plaster tape. 2 tailor tape of length 5 feet, 1.5 meters. Now let us see how a hydro marker is made. Hydro marker looks like the one shown on the screen. 2 square wooden plates with a thickness of 3 by 4 inches, 1.5 meters length, 0.075 meters width. Paste the 2 tailor tapes of 1.5 meters length at the center of each wooden panel. Paste 2 level pipes of 1 inch thickness, 18 meters length on wooden panels with the help of a tape. This implement looks as shown on the screen. Process of making a template. This template is made with strong wooden pallets of 1 inch width and half inch thickness of iron plates of 5 mm thickness and 1 inch width, as per it is shown on the screen. First, get an iron plate of 1 inch width and 1 by 2, that is half inch thickness with a length of 3 meters. Now, make a template with an area of 0.72 square meters. This means mark on the top of the ground top width of 0.30 meters, side walls of 0.60 meters, and the distance between two peaks will be 2.10 meters. Now, keep the plate on CD and bend it to see AB is equal to 2.10 meters on the edges of AD and BC. While bending, make sure that AD BC is equal to 0.60 meters, CD is equal to 0.30 meters, and AB is equal to 2.0 meters. Calculating the slope. Now let us know how to calculate the slope of the ground using a hydro marker. As shown on the screen, let us assume the slope of the ground is from AB to CD. In the same way, let us assume the width of the ground is 60 meters. Mark the first plate as L1 and second plate as L2. The length of the pipe between the two plates will be 15 meters. Mark at every 15 meters between AB to CD. This marking should be as shown on the screen. As shown on the screen, keep L1 at P1 point and L2 at P2 point. Now, let us say the reading in L1 as L11 and reading in L2 as L12. Now let us say the reading difference of L11 and L12 as H1, that is, H1 is equal to L11 minus L12. As shown on the screen, keep L1 at the point of P2 and L2 at P3. Now let us say the reading in L1 as L21 and reading in L2 as L22. Now let us say the reading difference of L21 minus L22 is equal to H2. In the same way, keep L1, L2 at P3 and P4 points and note the readings of L31 and L32 and say H3 is equal to L31 minus L32. Now keep L1, L2 at P4 and P5 and note the readings of L41 minus L42 and say H4 is equal to L41 minus L42. Now slope will be H is equal to H1 plus H2 plus H3 plus H4. Let us tabulate the above readings. Points P1 to P2. Distance between points meters. First reading in meters. Second reading in meters. Difference between first and second reading in meters. P1 to P2 15, 1.05 meters, 0.78 meters, 0.27 meters. P2 to P3 15 meters, 1.25 meters, 0.86 meters, 0.39 meters. P3 to P4 15 meters, 1.36 meters, 0.92 meters, 0.44 meters. P4 to P5 15 meters, 1.20 meters, 0.80 meters, 0.40 meters. The total will be H is equal to H1 plus H2 plus H3 plus H4 is equal to 0.27 plus 0.39 plus 0.44 plus 0.40 is equal to 1.48 meters. Let us find out the percentage of the slope. To find out the slope percentage, we use the formula shown on the screen. Slope percentage is equal to slope divided by width of the form into 100 is equal to 1.48 by 60 into 100 is equal to 2.4%. Therefore, the slope percentage will be 2.4%. Construction of earthen bunds. Now let us know the construction of earthen bunds. As we discussed earlier, earthen bunds should be constructed on upland areas which have a slope of 2% or more. Earthen bunds should be constructed from uplands to lowland areas. Marking procedure for constructing earthen bunds. First, the farmer who constructs earthen bunds has to mark the boundaries of the land. If we have to construct earthen bund at CD boundary in the land with cross section area of 0.72 square meters, fix wooden poles at C and D, which are the boundaries of the land. Let us call the wooden poles as S1, and S2. Join S1 and S2 with a thread. Let us say the line 1 between S1 and S2 is a boundary line. Now keep the spirit level at upstream side of S1 and perpendicular to S1. Fix a wooden pole at a distance of 2.10 meters and mark it as S3. Now at every distance of 15 meters along S1 and S2, fix wooden poles with 2.10 width. Mark the wooden poles as S3, S4, S5, S6 and S7. Join the wooden poles from S3 to S7 with a thread. Let us call this line 2. This is the line at the bottom of the bund. The distance between S1 and S3 will be the bottom width of the earthen bund. On top of the bund, perpendicular to S3 at a distance of 0.60 meters, fix a wooden pole and mark it as B1. Fix a wooden pole at B1. Join S3 and B1 with a thread. At a distance of 15 meters from B1, fix a wooden pole at B2. At a distance of 15 meters from B2, fix a wooden pole at B3. At a distance of 15 meters from B3, fix a wooden pole at B4. At a distance of 15 meters from B4, fix a wooden pole at B5. Join the wooden poles from B1 to B5 with a thread. This will be line 3 on berm line. At a distance of 2.4 meters from B1 and perpendicular to B1, fix a wooden pole at B6. Mark B7 at a distance of 15 meters from B6. Mark B8 at a distance of 15 meters from B7. Mark B9 at a distance of 15 meters from B8. Mark B9 at a distance of 15 meters from B10. Join the wooden poles from B6 to B10 with a thread. Draw a line along S1 and S2 with lime powder. Draw a line between S3 and S7 with lime powder. Draw a line between B1 and B5 with lime powder. Draw a line between B6 and B10 with lime powder. Now let us know how a barrow pit is dug. Barrow pit is dug for the soil required for the bund. As shown on the screen, the place between line 3 and line 4 is a barrow pit. Dig the center portion of B1, B2, B6, B7 and B2, B3, B7, B8 and B3, B4, B8, B9 and B4, B5, B9, B10. While digging, some parts at B2, B7, at B3, B8 and at B4, B9, these are called tandus. Dig 1 foot or 0.3 meters depth between these two lines and deposit the soil at the center of line 1 and line 2. The excavated soil must be deposited with 9-inch thickness in horizontal lines instead of depositing the entire dugout soil up to 0.60 meters height. Break the earthen block with wooden maces. Then toughen the earthen rows with a rammer. A template is used in constructing the earthen bunds with established top width, bottom width and height. Let us say the edges of templates are F1, F2, F3 and F4. Two templates of 0.72 meters cross-section area. Keep at 0 meters and one at 15 meters and keep the bottom edges straight at the center of F1 and F2. Deposit the dugout soil at the center of F1, F2, F3 and F4, B1, B2, B3 and B4. Deposit the dugout soil at the center of F1, F2, F3 and F4. After toughening, earthen bund should touch the edges of F1, F2, F3 and F4. In the same way, deposit the soil at 15 meters with 1 meter length and construct it such a way it is touching the edges of F1, F2, F3 and F4. Between these two bunds, pull 4 threads connecting F1, F1, F2, F2, F3, F3, F4, F4 and pour the soil and toughen it, and the bund should be constructed in such a way that it touches the thread. Keep the templates at 15 meters and 30 meters as shown above and construct the earthen bund. Keep the templates at 30 meters and 45 meters as shown above and construct the earthen bund. Keep the templates at 45 meters and 60 meters as shown above and construct the earthen bund. We may encounter problems while constructing earthen bunds. It is, the slope of the land will not be uniform, hence water accumulates wherever the slope is more and the risk is more likely to occur. In such places, a surplus weir is constructed to release the excess water. As per the natural slope of the land, when it rains, strong watermarks are formed on the land. A surplus weir is constructed as per the watermarks. A stone structure constructed at the natural slope to release the excess water is called surplus weir. Every bund should have at least one surplus weir. Wherever there is a danger for breaching due to velocity of runoff water, a surplus weir is constructed. Marking procedure for constructing a surplus weir. For constructing a surplus weir, while constructing an earthen bund, a 2-meter gap is left open. Fix a wooden pole at one end and one at other end and mark these wooden poles as E1 and E2. The bottom width of surplus weir will be half of the bottom width of the bund. From E1, which is at one end of surplus weir and perpendicular to E1 at a distance of 1.05 meters, fix a wooden pole and mark it as E3. At a distance of 1.05 meters from E3 and perpendicular to E3 towards barrow pit, fix a wooden pole and mark it as E4. Join E1, E2, E3 and E4 with a thread. Draw a line along E1, E2, E3 and E4 with lime powder. Dig 0.20 meters depth at the center portion of E1, E2, E3 and E4. While digging this place, give a 0.20 meters wooden stick to the laborer. They must dig the place while checking the depth with wooden stick. Construction procedure for a surplus weir. The depth of the foundation should be 0.2 meters on all 4 sides. Effective packing should be done at the foundation with 9 inches or 12 inches stones. Packing should be done at the center portion with the above thickness stones up to a height of 0.30 meters. While packing with stones up to a height of 0.30 meters, check the height of surplus weir time to time with the help of a thread. A surplus weir is constructed this way. The two edges of hydro marker should not vary in height. Reading should be taken keeping the two edges of hydro marker at equal height. Precautionary measures to be taken while constructing earthen bund. The two edges of hydro marker should not vary in height. Reading should be taken keeping the two edges of hydro marker at equal height. Edited or modified reading should not be taken. Accurate reading should be taken. Earthen bunds should not be constructed at upper side of a barrow pit. Earthen bunds should be constructed at lower side of a barrow pit. Black soils are not suitable for constructing earthen bunds. Earthen bunds should be constructed only in red soils and mixed soils. Bund should not be laid without breaking the earthen blocks and without sectioning. Break the earthen blocks and do the sectioning. Soil should not be deposited adjacent to a barrow pit without leaving a berm. Lay the soil leaving a berm. The depth of a barrow pit should not vary. The depth of a barrow pit should be dug evenly. Barrow pit should not be dug without leaving tandoos. Tandoos at equal distance should be left while digging a barrow pit. If necessary, extend the left side of the bund as well as right side of the bund to a certain extent. The top width and bottom width of a barrow pit should not vary. The edge of the pit should not be dug slantingly. The top width and bottom width of a barrow pit should be of same measurements. The edges of the pit should be dug vertically. The dugout soil should not be poured at once till the maximum height. It must be toughened. Lay at 9-inch thickness in rows and toughen it with a rammer. After constructing the earthen bund, do not remove the bund for constructing surplus weir. Decide a place for constructing a surplus weir and leave that place open and construct the earthen bund. Surplus weir will not be strong if there is no foundation. A surplus weir should have foundation. Foundation should not be left without packing. Packing for stones in foundation should be done effectively. Stones with less than 9-inch or 12-inch thickness should not be used. The thickness of stones used in constructing surplus weir should be between 9 inches and 12 inches. Surplus weir should not be constructed till the height of the bund. Surplus weir should be constructed to a height of 0.30 meters.
Conclusion. Now you have thoroughly understood the following.
What are earthen bunds? Benefits of earthen bunds to the farmers. Types of soils in which earthen bunds are constructed. Main parts of earthen bunds. Finding out the percentage of slope using hydro marker. Construction procedure for earthen bunds. Why surplus weir is constructed in earthen bunds. Construction procedure for earthen bunds surplus weir. Precautionary measures for constructing earthen bunds and surplus weir.